Hello and welcome to episode 7 of our Timberborn Update 3 hard mode Let's Play with the Iron Teeth faction. Last time we added some dams down here in this part of the map, and we really got our industrial area a little bit better organized and started off on some other storage and related things, as well as beginning to do some of this kind of stuff to channel some water into the correct areas of the map. And now here we are at the start of episode 7, at the very head end of a 24-day drought. And there is a whole lot we really need to be doing right now. So let's take stock of where we are real quick. We've got 936 water stored. We've got these guys pumping. We've got plenty of water up here. And we're in a spot now where we really should probably have a couple thousand stored, except I've been kind of irresponsible in handling water storage. As those of you who've watched some of the more recent episodes will remember, hasn't always gone well. So we're going to let these guys just keep on pumping until, well, they can't really pump too much more. And that should take most of this drought. And we're also going to get into golems. I guess bots in Update 3 is what Mechanistry wants us to call those, but I will probably still end up calling them golems just out of habit. But I digress. We're going to start putting those guys in here and getting a whole lot of stuff done. And hopefully we can get a good amount of work. People have also been commenting about these floodgates, since there's 5 water source blocks down here. I should have 5 outlets. I only have 3 here, and then at the very top I have this guy, which seems to have helped a little bit. But we should probably start looking into maybe putting a 4th floodgate here, and then extending this out, dynamiting this entire area here, just to keep stuff going a little better. And I think we'll be in a good spot to do that, but that's going to be kind of a long-term project. And we're also going to need to do that down here. And I think to get that done, we're going to have to kind of get rid of some of this stuff here. I think we'll go ahead and just cut those down, and we'll start moving some stuff around. We really don't need this lumberjack flag here if we have these two. So I will retire this lumberjack flag, and we'll move the gatherer flag in here so we can make room to increase this area's number of floodgates here. That's going to be a long-term thing. And then down here doesn't matter quite nearly as much, because we have this set up. We have 3 floodgates, and then we also have the dams here for overflow, and then this is just entirely dams. This area right here, as you will remember from last episode, was kind of a problem with regard to how water would come in. And that's because we didn't have any anything preventing water from flooding all over the place here. So that's definitely something we're going to need to handle properly here. There's also a couple of other places we could send water, like right down here. So what I was wanting to maybe do, in addition to other things this episode, is maybe see if we can get an aqueduct going down here. I think that's probably going to have to come from this district, just by virtue of how the pathing is going to end up working. We'll play with it. We'll have to see exactly what is going to make sense to do here, because we're going to have to, I mean, height-wise it should be fine. We're just going to have to kind of divert some water in different ways and see if that's something that might make sense. Because we also have all this metal here we could be getting at. You know, actually this district might still be able to make that happen. We got options, is what I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead, before we get too far along, I do want to go ahead and get our bot part factory unlocked and begin our favorite inefficient factory design here. We're gonna have to I think end up putting this guy maybe here. Yeah, we'll have to have the first one here. We'll do these guys, and then obviously we can't build the assemblers yet. But in the interest of not being completely insane, I kind of like the idea of having these things set up in such a way where it, you know, is actually kind of efficient to get up and down. So you have obviously the bottom floor, and then the two above need to be kind of closely tied to each other. I'm thinking this might not work the way I had originally envisioned it. But the idea is I want to have a center staircase that can support two sides of stuff. Whether that be the factories on this side and then some large warehouses on the other to store each of those parts and maybe some other things. Or something else entirely, I'm not sure, because keep in mind, it's more or less, I think the math works out to each set of 3 of these producing each of the bot chassis, the limbs, and the head can support 2 assemblers. So if we were to go ahead and make these large warehouses right here and have 4 of those, then we could actually have our assemblers. We could have 2 on top of here, and then we could have another pair right here. Or we could have even more large warehouses, and then once I can actually unlock the assembler, just have this whole thing set up right here. Obviously, these don't have to all be for golem parts, but it sure would be interesting, wouldn't it? I think this one was bot heads. Go ahead and make this one into bot heads. We're never going to have 1,200 bot heads. It's just a demonstration, but we'll end up putting other stuff in this, I'm sure. But for the purposes of having this central little walkway here, we're going to have some sort of logical way in which we can get up and down without having too crazy of a staircase here. So just for the sake of argument, we'll go ahead and just build this part and figure out how we're going to get stuff up here. I wanted to avoid having kind of a double width thing here, because I feel like that can just take up a whole bunch of space that it doesn't have to necessarily. It's just, I don't really know of a good design that's going to let me get up here without having to, you know, get this entire thing, I don't know, 2 or 3 tiles deep. Because if I were to come in here, nope, not that one. If I were to do something, say, like this, which I think I've done kind of before, obviously this works to go from here up to here, but then you still have to have this staircase turn around and go somewhere else, and that's why I had the previous playthrough had this kind of double stacked design like this, where you had the pathway connect right like that, and it just wasn't a super efficient design. But again, I didn't really have any idea what else to do. It's just the way it goes. I mean, I could just have something off to the side here that just kind of goes up and then turns around. But again, it needs this second column here. And I know there's mods that have stuff like spiral staircases and all of these other things. It's just not really something that I want to get into right now, because I'm enjoying playing the vanilla game, the authenticity of that. We're going to do mods at some point, but probably not for a while, and not until after I take care of a couple of other things, because we've been mainlining Timberborn for what, almost 3 months. That's a long time with daily uploads or near daily uploads. So to that end, I think what we're going to have to do for right now is just stick with our previously successful method of having these central kind of staircases here. And just kind of go with the flow, so to speak. Why can't I click on this? There we go. So at the very least, this will let us get everything connected to both sides when we eventually get there. And then, of course, we'll have to build another level up to the assemblers. Just go ahead and build this entire thing because why not? Who's going to stop me? Right? So we'll go with I guess a medium warehouse probably makes sense. And we can also extend this further this way to have connectivity to the other warehouses and other things. This is almost built. I kind of wish I'd turned this a separate direction. But, it's not really a big deal. These are all set up correctly anyway. So we'll just kind of let that be. And we'll start moving on. Go ahead and turn on our turbo speed, or else we are never going to get through this entire drought. This could end up being pretty much the entire episode because of how long it is and the fact that I took 10 minutes before I started making the game go faster. But yes, let's go ahead, since the water is already down far enough where this isn't going to become a problem. Let's think about some other things we can do for our water here. So I think if I go ahead and get rid of that, that brings this down to the level here, which I believe will be perfectly fine for what we're looking at doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and build through here and then start developing some sort of like a little channel. Let's just come along like this and just kind of funnel the water gently into this area. Of course, we'll have to have this guy right here do the same thing. We have plenty of wood. We're getting more and more all the time. We have others we can start cutting down. We need to plant more too, which is probably going to end up going up here since we moved all of the housing down to this area. And this really shouldn't ever be, you know, dried out. It should be okay. But I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of a reservoir up here. We just have to be careful with how we have stuff set up. And I could have just blasted this with the explosives, but what's the fun in that? I like seeing these things just chilling here. It's kind of fun. You know, we could actually turn this into a reservoir if we wanted. There's a lot of different options, but let's go ahead and get this set up because, of course, the goal is to prevent the water from flooding all of this area that we're trying to, you know, actually make substantive use out of. So just kind of directing this gently over here, even if it has to flood through all the ruins here, is going to be a smart idea. And of course, we're going to continue putting our guys down here as well, just for the sake of argument. Just go ahead and get that all done. Yep, we got these lumberjack flags. We've got to go ahead and... Actually, I can't put that there. Go ahead and get these guys put down. And then we can't forget putting in another staircase here to make sure this is accessible. This will all get flooded eventually. Now what we can do, we have this right here. We can go ahead and start finding a channel, because I like using the natural geography, I guess if you could call it that. So I think what we're going to want to do, get across here. Yeah, perfect right there. Build across here and then start dynamiting out a little channel right here. I think that should still be... Oh, we're so good on range. That's perfect. All right, now, of course, they're building the scaffolding first. Because they need gears, because, of course, we need gears, and we don't have gears. Because we don't have any wood in this district, which means we need to be harvesting wood, and we need to be growing wood. Actually completely cut this entire area off from everything. I guess we can still get up here just fine. Put in a forester. Is this going to hold the entire thing? Should. Yeah, it is already pretty red up here. Leave that guy there. And then I think I'm not going to unlock the tapper shack yet, but this would probably be a good place to put one. And to grow maybe pines up here. So I have a ton of maple trees that I could very easily start tapping. Oh, we never blew this stuff up. Let's do that. That was fun. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Go ahead and keep on putting a whole bunch of this stuff. Dynamite's fun. Because it's fun to blow things up. There's a lot of construction happening right now. This is done. Yes, okay. So what we're going to do... This is going to be tricky. Because I have to be able to put more dynamite here to blow this up. But I can't blow this up without removing the bridge, which means I can't place dynamite in the area the bridge is in, because if I take the bridge out, they can't get there. But I can't place the dynamite if the bridge is there, so that is all sorts of fun. Oh, we need to not replant trees here. Yeah, get rid of that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to blow that up as well. And then get rid of this damn block. There's just so much to do. So much to do, so little time. We haven't started building a bot factory yet, have we? No. We have gears. Oh, and the other district. Okay, what are we doing? We don't need gears over here. Okay. That's right, I have to come up here. Let's send all the gears over here's. Just export all of it. And you're upset because you're injured, and that is very valid because we don't have any medical beds or a healer in this district. Which is, well, that's kind of horrific from a labor rights point of view. I don't know if Beaver OSHA is a thing. I think we've kind of hinted at it in some of our discussions here. But suffice to say, they would not be very happy with me if they saw some of these videos with all these injuries and stuff that we've got. So let's see, where's... Yeah, we can do that. We'll put this guy in here. I guess I could just have this go all the way back. It doesn't really matter, does it? Put one more medical bed right there. Yeah, I know I have all this stuff, and I haven't prioritized any of it. What do you mean there's nothing to... Oh, it's a lumberjack flag. Duh. Okay. Well, goodbye. You can do something else productive with your life. Let's see, you've got planks here, scrap metal. How about you harvest some scrap metal? That sounds like a very good use of your talents. And still waiting on gears, as we can expect. We're exporting gears to District 1. Why are we exporting gears to District 1? I've created a loop. I think that's because I was doing construction that needed gears, and I don't think I need those gears anymore. Alright, I was building water tanks, and I don't think we need any more water tanks in this district right now. We can't keep them full anyway. So maybe I need to check and see what the maximum... Where's the drop-off point for this? Okay, right here. I need to see what the actual distribution limit is for gears. Yeah, it does not need to be 100. It can be 20. That's fine. So we'll keep that in place, and I'll just have this kind of equilibrium itself, balance itself out, whatever the correct way of saying that is. Okay, good. So this is actually ready to, well, more ready to go than it was. Okay, this is waiting for planks, which it doesn't have. We really are kind of behind on producing stuff. Like, we really need to have a tree farm in this district. We really, really need that. So I think what we're going to want to do is come over here with our dynamite. Is this going to be... Oh yeah, we're still in range. We'll blow ourselves up a hole here, and we'll put in a water dump. And we'll irrigate this whole area here. I'm thinking this could be a good starting point for some gravity batteries sometime in the future. We're just not there yet. We have hauling posts already good to go. Builders in this district are, I guess, good to go. We're not really building much of anything over there. Okay, we have one of these. No, we have two of these right now. Good to go. Let's see, what can I lower prioritize to make sure we can use our bot factories? Well, we really need more planks before we do much of anything else. I keep finding myself at this crossroads of trying to find a happy medium between we need more of what we already have, or we need to go do fun new stuff. It's just, you know, not really working. Alright, I need to check and make sure. Okay, good. That's already turned off. We already have 362 logs, so our supply is actually not the problem here. We just don't have enough processing power. And I think we can use... Okay, I have 4 incapacitated beavers. That's absolutely no surprise to anyone who has ever paid any attention to anything ever. I guess we can go ahead. Let's get 5 more beavers over here. And I think that should help with some of our staffing problems. Hopefully it won't make this district too insane, but they're churning out a whole lot of new beavers, so they should be okay. Have they gotten anything done over here? No? Okay. Finally building the lumberjack flag at last. Okay, they can't reach this. I should have remembered that was going to be a thing. Should be able to reach this now. Yeah, okay, yeah. Get going. Let's get that thing done. Remember to mark trees for cutting, which I should have done before I put this thing down. That's fine. It's the way it goes. I guess I can harvest these other trees as well. No reason not to. I'll give them something to do while I inevitably forget about them and do something else. But having this done, or kind of done, before we get to the next wet season is going to be a big help. Of course, this is too low to actually make use of this now, but you know, you can't win them all. Let's go ahead and get this forester going here because we really need to plant some trees. Okay. Pause real quick. We're going to put in up here. Seems like a good spot for, first of all, how far away can they get? I guess I can make these guys. We'll make them lower priority because they're going to take a while to grow. Yeah, we'll plant in some pines. Basically, this entire top thing sounds good to me. As well as this area here, they'll be able to get to. That'll give them something to do. Yeah. That's progress. Unlike this bridge waiting on planks, which again reminds me of the whole, hey, maybe we should build more of this stuff. Actually, what this district probably needs most is a hauling post. I can't believe we haven't built one yet. So let's go ahead and... okay. I don't care. We'll delete that. I'll put a hauling post here. Pretty centrally located. Yeah, let's go ahead and make that our top priority. Then we can bring in a couple more beavers to get stuff rolling here. And then we'll eventually have to build more housing as well, although that's really not going to be a huge issue. Healers waiting on planks, of course they are. Alright, I'm going to make... well, I guess I should have one of these. Go ahead and pause that. This is so close with the planks. Alright. Okay, what can I deprioritize? We already have these two. I think this is fine to have just those two. I can't really shut any of this off, unfortunately. Because we really do need... I guess we can turn one of the smelters off. We do have 194 metal. Decisions. See, I already have empty spots here. Our farms are already fine, I think. We have plenty of food. Now this district has enough food. Okay, why is this guy nothing to do in range? Oh, it's because the wooden stairs have not been built yet. Okay. Well, build the stairs. Build the stairs. Let's get a move on here. I can at the very least start adding a second layer to this whole thing. So that way when the water comes spilling out of this, we still have 12 days. So, you know, should be okay. Really should probably be putting in a second... oh, that's right. I can put trees here. This is going to be flooded half the time. What was I thinking? Alright, well, we will unplant this whole thing. If you've already made a comment saying, why'd you plant trees here? I want you to know that you're very smart, and I'm proud of you. I'm just not going to see that comment until I've already fixed the problem. But that's okay. That's just how it goes sometimes. Or as the kids say, it'd be like that sometimes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, since this is already done, we're going to put levees here. Try and kind of, I don't think they can build that one. Should be all right. We'll build this right here, and then I think we'll be able to kind of... Man, I'm just making a mess of this, aren't I? I don't need this one to be marked for cutting down. That should be pretty self-explanatory by itself. Self-explanatory by itself. Wow. Good job, me. Okay, we have this district now. 4 incapacitated. Good, that's no more than it already was. Still don't have any beavers working on the hauling post. So I was going to try and find out who I could possibly cut from this one. In terms of jobs, I guess I could make some of these lumberjack flags non-essential. Actually, those, most of those already were. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm going to... Are these going to die in 12 days? Oh, that's right. I never fixed this problem. Oh, what fun. Nobody's cut this tree down either. I've been trying this whole time to try and get... I don't even need this to be a staircase anymore. No, 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 no. We're going to be fine. Let's just let not all of this out. Let a good bit of it out, because it does have the, there we go. We can actually get rid of this entire kind of structure here. Is this empty yet? Yeah. Okay. That's good. I'm glad I caught that while I'm here. I know we're jumping between stuff and it's probably a little frustrating, but there is a point to all of this. Did I just delete the... Okay, well, I shouldn't have done that. This, I believe, should be okay. Let's just get... I guess I can extend this out a level here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of those. I know these guys are all cut off. They're going to be okay. I just got to get the, can't be reached by builders. Of course not. Of course not. Okay. We'll build our temporary scaffolding. It'll be okay. It'll be just fine. But we really need to get rid of this. As soon as I have that done, I can actually come in here. Well, I can actually do this now. Because there's not a lot of water. Oh, and I flooded it. Okay. That was not smart. That was very dumb. Okay. This is going to completely empty this, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. It's just going to be kind of really stupid for a while. Alright, so it definitely could have been worse. I just get to eat a little bit of crow for a brief period of time. But hey, there's more water down here for us to pump now, so you know it could always be a bigger problem. All right, 9.6 days to get this done. I think we can do it. I just need Just need these guys to be able to go back across, which they can now. Let's get this rubble cleaned up. Get these trees out of here. And perhaps most importantly, start planting some explosives. Everybody loves explosives. So what we'll do now here is come in with our, I believe oh, 3 wide's almost long enough. I will do a 2 by here. And then I will do another one on this side as soon as I have this all blown up. Then I think... Yeah, I gotta build another triple floodgate here. There we go. And then build this guy right here. I'm not going to be able to build the 3 high, I know, because I'm building up instead of down. And I know that's not technically the correct way to do it, but that's okay. We're learning. We're getting somewhere here. Okay, this guy can't cut any more stuff down. Okay, so that's done. We don't need any of that. Come get this rubble, and then we'll seal this off for all time. We still have some time left. Man, they're slow at this, though. Okay, so there's no available workers for the healer because, of course, there aren't. Okay, let's go up to 30 here. We should now be able to have somebody in the healer. We're not going to be making medicine because we don't have dandelions over here. But we do in this district have plenty of medicine. We have 70, so I'm going to go ahead and export medicine over to this district. And the healer can then distribute it to all of the beds and everything. Alright, they've got that all taken care of. Let's pop in. I didn't leave a tree, did I? No? Okay. Let's put in our levee here. And get this about as done as we can before we have to, well, you know, do everything else. We don't have explosives. No, we have explosives in here. They're just not getting to it yet because we haven't prioritized everything quite perfectly yet. Man, I'm in a pickle with this though. Because I really, I guess, yeah, we'll just have this go all the way down. No reason not to. I really need them to get over here and finish the rest of this. Now this is a, okay, yeah, good. But I can't get to this because the suspension bridge is here. So I guess what I have to do is change that suspension bridge into, okay, that's going to be wasteful. We're not doing that. I need to just make this platforms for right now. Now we still have 7 days. I don't think this will go dry in that period of time. Wow, this is already almost dry. Look at all this. Sheesh. This is going to be the eternal struggle this entire time. I do have the 3 wide, though, so I guess I can finally get that done. That's going to be a huge waste of materials. Let's see, dynamite here. Let's put in our water dump. The this is why I wanted golems, right? Because we just have so much that we have to get done, and it's just you know, not going to happen unless we do it. We also need another engine. So I've kind of created a monster for myself here. So I don't need to be making another huge spider web of garbage here. But, you know, I do have to expand this. And I don't really know what the best way to do that would be. All I know is I really need a lot more planks. Okay, this is finally done. That's going to be a big help that way. They're still trying to do these guys. I guess that's fine. How are we looking over here for the rest of this stuff? They haven't gotten... No, they haven't gotten here yet because, well, I guess I haven't asked them nicely. So let's, just for the sake of having this, you know, taken care of for the next wet season, which is coming up in just under 5 days here. Let's just put our temporary thing back in here. Or we might just leave it as platforms because there's really no reason to get rid of it. That's kind of wasteful. But man, the suspension bridges are cool. I just really fundamentally like them as a function of game design. Okay, and these are all dying, which is not ideal. Alright, let's get somebody in here. Dump some water. There we go. Alright, now you're a normal job. So now this is arable land. We can start growing some trees as soon as we plant ourselves a forester. Which I'll do on... How far away can I... I guess this is as good a spot as any right there. Yes, we are starting with pines because we need wood sooner rather than later. It's going to be fine. We'll just do 2 of those. I guess I can make some of these into maple trees. That'll give these guys something to do. Alright, are they finally going to start building this stuff? Yep, looks like they are. Okay, so they finally got across to this. We now need to blow this up. And probably for safe measure, do one of these guys. The goal here, of course, being... I don't even know why there's a staircase here in the first place. The goal here being to completely make this area more or less non-floodable. And get rid of that. Come collect these logs. Get the logs and the planks. Meanwhile, over at Golem Land, planks continue to be a source of contention among the industrial workers. This, if we can get this stuff taken care of, we should be in pretty okay shape. I guess I could just put in some more dynamite here to try and channel the water to the appropriate place. Man, everything's just so dry. We got 2.3 days. All right, let's blow that up. blow this up. Blow this up again. Let's go ahead and pop our triple floodgate in. I got all that out? Yeah. Now they should be able to get this built. We do have enough planks, I think. If these guys will come and, you know, actually do this. Come on, Dynamite Man. Let's go. And blow it up. Okay, now we have to put in our double platform, which is going to have to be too far from addition, cannot be reached by builders. Yeah, I know. You'll be alright. Put on your big boy pants and just start building this. That's going to help here. This, alarmingly, is still not built. I can deal with this not having the dynamite in place, but it is concerning. Okay, what are my prioritized? Oh, just these two? That's it? Alright, I'm going to... I guess I don't have to do anything. These are already marked as priority. They just have to be finished. Alright. I'm sorry, beavers. We have to do the 24-hour day, at least for a very short period of time. Just make sure this stuff gets built. And a couple of you have pointed out in the comments that lengthening the beavers' work hours is actually counterintuitive, because then they they consume more resources. We're not in a shortage, so I'm not really worried about that per se. Okay, good. That's good to have that in. We'll go ahead and put that up to 2 where it belongs. I guess I can just go ahead and put this back down to 18 because this is the last day of the drought anyway. So it's not like it really matters. Good, we have at least one here. Let that get prioritized. We still don't have... Oh, okay. Now we're just waiting on gears. That's... Well, that's not good, but it's a better problem than I thought we'd have. Okay. 0.3 days. Please finish this. It is so unbelievably close. I know I told you to go home at 5. I need you to stay till 7, okay? Till 11. There you go. Now, this is looking okay. Let's just put this one levee back in. And we're going to be in business. How about that? Drought takes almost 50 whole minutes of an episode to get through, because I paused a lot. But now we have 4 out on this side, 4 out right here. And this won't be as much of an issue because this can just kind of flow freely. That was a little bit of a nail biter to get through. Make sure that it would be completely filled up, but I think we're in a good shape. This is not complete, not perfect, but it is, you know, it's an improvement. It's a work in progress. Hopefully this little channel here will help corral some of the water a little bit. Have we even started planting trees? No, we have not. Okay. Yeah. I think we're okay. I think that'll work. Alright, this is discharging. Looks good. I love it when a plan comes together. Here comes water coming down here. Obviously, this is not perfect yet. And this hasn't really helped too much because we haven't detonated any of... Okay, too far from builders. Haven't put any more pathing in here. I think they can reach this now. Yeah. That'll help that. This still has not filled up. I guess we have to lower this just so our... Oh, hello, flood in that area. That's why I wanted explosives. But we got to be careful not to let this get too low here. Okay, that's done. That's done. That 4 wide, that looks good. I just need this to be... I keep using priority as a weapon here. Well, if anything, these two need to be built up before I do any of these dynamites or not. Yeah, we'll just have to go for broke here. Just let this whole thing fill up. Oh my god, it did it again. Okay. I thought we'd solve that by having this not be completely completely overflowed, or is that just one of those surge kind of things? Because this shouldn't really be having that much of a problem coming out this side. All right. I'm never going to understand water mechanics in this game. I really am not. This should never have happened. Should not even be possible for it to do that. Oh my god. All right. Jeez. All right, let's just take stock here real quick. Like, I thought this was supposed to prevent this from having so much water coming out. And then this was supposed to, you know, not be so flooded because we wouldn't have as much water coming in and out. Because we'd be able to... I don't know. I know this is too small of a spot for a lot of water to get out. But I sure did not think it would be that hard. I guess I just have to leave this hole open for now. What a mess. God, there's just so much water in here. It should not be this... Okay. Alright, let's put that back up to 2.5. And get some coming out of here. So I guess what I really kind of need to do... God, this is such a mess. I really need to have this whole thing built up another level, don't I? Because I want to be able to force water to come out this way. I think is what my original idea was. I need another lumberjack here. Man. What a mess. Okay, that I can at least detonate a little bit. What I really need to do is put in this second, because I know we're gonna have a problem here. Okay, this guy can go bye-bye. So as soon as this other bridge goes, do I have enough planks for that? Okay, yeah, I do. As soon as this bridge goes, then I can delete this. And then I can blow that up, which should help some of the flooding not become as big of an issue. But I also have the problem of this right here is... Yep, alright, we got 3 days to figure this out. Man, it just bugs me to no end. I thought I was going to have this all taken care of. I really, really did. Jeez. Well, it's probably not going to hurt anything leaving it like this. We still haven't managed to fill this up all the way, which is astounding, in all honesty. How long that this has been running back and forth. Okay, so this is done. Let's come back over here. Blow that stuff up. Because I really should be storing more water than this. Really and truly should. Oh, I see what I did. I reduced... Jeez. I reduced the path length. Oh, man. What a mess I have made over here. We've just created so many problems, man. Trying to solve all these problems only makes it worse. I can blow that up at least. Come on, just somebody... There we go. So we'll get rid of that. Yes. Come get this rubble and build something worthwhile out of it. So I need to block this off, but I've once again completely screwed myself with how I have my my stairs set up. Man, this is just... This is the part of this that isn't fun, because I can't build down here, because I can't get up there. Unless I build some sort of weird scaffolding. So I really can't raise this floodgate any higher than, like, 2. Meanwhile, most of our water is going to waste over here. Because these guys aren't filling their stuff up either. And this still is not full enough to come over the edge here. I guess that means we're just pumping fast enough for that not really to be a problem. Okay, I don't think I have rubble here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and keep on using this stuff. Okay, we got 1 day left. Okay, they got that real quick. Alright, they grabbed that, which means these two are no longer necessary, so those have been taken out. I just wish I could have... I wish I could get up here to put one more block. I'm going to place it anyway, even though it's out of range. It's just so annoying to have to, you know... Oh, why is this... Why did I do that? I emptied that for Y. I was going to do something else. I don't remember what it was. Okay, well. That's inconvenient. At least this guy's planting his trees. Alright, is this going to prevent this area from being flooded? Probably not. This guy can't get to work until he stops being flooded. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just... I guess... just deal with it, huh? I probably didn't even have to build these, to be completely honest with you. Kind of just like the idea of leaving this whole area kind of alone, just prevent it from getting any further away. So I guess the real problem here is I don't have to have a way to get all of this taken care of. Jeez. I try to solve too many problems at once, and then stuff just goes way south, way fast. Well, it was important to get these widened to 4 even if it wasn't done in the exact perfect way. I think it still is a net positive here. All right, so we don't have any homeless beavers because we don't have the full complement of beavers here. No available workers in district. How many bot parts do we have? We have a full complement here. All right, let's get these guys in here. Build a bot. Probably going to take 2 entire days to get that one done, but I do want to end this episode on, well, starting with golems, because that's probably what I'm going to title the episode, even if that wasn't the main focus the whole time. That was the original goal. And as soon as we can start having golems, you know, do golemy things, then we'll be in better shape. Of course, we also have to have a charging station. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting... I gotta find a good spot to put these. See, this is the other problem I run into, is I just don't always think about things. And then it comes back to bite me in the butt. So we're at 25% on that guy. We'll just let them keep going. And then we'll start assigning golems to do various things in this district. And then maybe we'll put one... Yeah, we got the ability to put in our charging dudes here. If I can find a good spot for one. So what else could we do? We have grist mills for wheat flour. We're not doing any other type of flour. We're putting wheat here, and we're putting wheat... I should have put wheat flour over here by the bakery. Although the wheat flour is here, which I guess is technically closer to the bakery, so... Yeah. Somebody left a comment about this, and I was going to address it, and I completely forgot until right now, so I'm sorry. But this current solution seems to be fine, so I'm kind of tempted not to mess with it. Alright, that probably did almost nothing to help, but I wanted to get that done anyway. Now here's a curious visual glitch. Why is this... It's a triple floodgate. Triple floodgate. Why is this... It's like it's clipping into... It's like it's clipping into the ground here. But these don't do that. This levee is a separate entity, and of course when I click on this nothing shows up because it's ground. Then I click on that and you can see down through like half of that. Why is that? It's very strange. Alright, they're, I guess 36 hours is just work day 36 hours. But yeah, get back to work. Finish my bots. Oh, that's right, I can't assign until I actually have some. We also need another barrack over here. I know that's going to be a problem for the next episode. I don't have any more ability to really do any of that stuff. Okay, this I was going to fix. I was going to finish, put in just a whole bunch of this kind of thing going here to try and funnel the water. I think that's going to be fine like that. Obviously, we're not going to see this episode because there's still 14 days left. But we'll have everything set up if they can, you know, actually get this all finished. Still don't have our bot yet. Come on. Please. I'm asking very nicely for you to finish the bot. Then we're gonna have to find out what job we're gonna put him in. 98, 99, 100. There he is. There he goes. Meow. Hello, Ironbot 1. What is it that you would like to do? Not like it matters. I can put you in the engine, which would be maybe a good use. I could put you in the forester, but I have to unlock that. Is the engine the only one that's already unlocked? That would probably be a good use. For a good starting one, at least we can have a beaver do something else. Of course, I want to eventually have them in here, but LOL, that's 10,000 science. We don't have that yet. Could put them in the hauling post. Honestly, hauling post is probably the best spot for him. So we can just have him immediately have something to do. And have the beavers focus on other stuff. Anyway, so that's that. And I think we're going to get the rest of these dynamites placed here. We'll detonate those. And we will... we're going to have to solve the problem of this levee here. I mean, we need really to just go ahead and get this entire thing brought up one more level, which I guess requires us putting in more of these. So I'll tell you what, we'll just go ahead, we'll go for broke and just put a ton of these in place so I don't forget. We'll just get this whole thing all ready to go. Nice and level. And that way they can just build down. That seems to be the consensus smart thing to do, is to build down. So build down we will. After I put a path along the entirety of the top of this so they can actually... Oh, I missed one. So they can actually, you know, get to places. It should be there. I know I have to demolish some dandelions to get through the rest of this, which we will do. Please do not crash me. I have not saved this game in over an hour and 7 minutes. And then that will be the end of today's episode. There we go. This will keep them occupied for quite some time and will finally fix so many of the problems we currently have. Our water supply is actually looking pretty low, which is kind of concerning, but at the same time not really, because we have water pumps and they're not going to be dry. We're just kind of somehow still not having enough beavers. Anyway, this guy is, I guess he's, yep, he's moving stuff around, doing well. Let's go ahead. We'll blow this up. And that will hopefully be a little bit better of a solution here. I guess I should have... Yeah, I definitely should have gotten rid of this guy and built some more levees on this side to try and corral some of that energy. I know I just said, well, why am I building this here? I don't have to have this here. Well, I want to try and prevent the water from getting too rowdy, rambunctious here. I think this is going to end up being good long term, just to have this in place as a little channel thing. Then eventually this will overflow. We'll have to do that next episode. I thought I was going to be able to get that done in this one, but we're still in good shape. I'm not going to build the other half of this bot factory. I guess we can just go ahead and pause that entire section, because we can just, you know, keep going here. These poor guys need they need some help. They need more housing. They need more golems, bots, whatever This could be hard to get used to that. But I think we're finally on our way to a good solution here with starting to automate a lot of our production. And since this district also has some of this mechanized stuff, I just have to find a good spot to put in a bot charger or two, and we can start having them over here, taking care of different things. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on our water situation. Again, it's not dire because, you know, we have enough coming in that we're not really ever going to run out. It's just a matter of, you know, keeping storage adequately filled up. I know I keep saying we're going to be finished with today's episode, but I just can't stop. All right, we're going to set that in motion, and then we're actually going to stop. This should solve a lot of our water problems in the wet season, because the water coming in will never be out pumped. Of course, in the dry season, it's going to be very, very easy to run out of water. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. And our food situation is starting to become a little concerning, but I'm not worried because we do have continual harvest coming in and going out. Guys just need to go eat. Yeah, we're going to do a lot more farming next episode. There's just these nagging problems that we hadn't taken care of that needed to be addressed, and now food's become one of those. But again, it's going to be fine. I'm not worried about it. We'll be in good shape once the rest of this stuff gets harvested. And these guys are going to start taking care of that. Chestnuts. This guy is... yeah, he's still harvesting chestnuts, so we're good there. Yeah, I think we're fine. We just got to make sure we don't get too far ahead of ourselves. We do have wheat. We have wheat flour that can be turned into bread. It's just one of those processes that is just kind of slow. So we will check back in with that next episode. We've got our water channel here that theoretically should be okay. We're going to probably explode a little bit more of this. I know. You said you're going to be finished with this episode. You said you're going to be done. Well, sometimes you just want to keep going. I have a problem. It's fine. No, I kid. But the gist of it is, we got a lot done. Wanted to get a little bit more, but you know, you do what you can. And this episode's already, I think, the longest one I've done. It's just so hard to put the game down. But yeah, that's going to be the end of episode 7 here. As always, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching these videos and for leaving comments. I read all of them. I respond when I can. We're starting to get a lot of them, and it's probably going to become the case where I can't respond to everything moving forward, but I do really appreciate each and every one of you who do take the time to offer your feedback, your comments, questions, concerns. The lighthearted roasts are often really funny for making fun of me for doing something dumb. So yeah, don't be shy. Say hi, or just let me know what you think. Or if you have any ideas for the future, I do try to take all those into account. Even if I don't respond to you, I do make sure that I am trying to keep up with what people are thinking. You know, that's part of the fun of having a Let's Play. It's not a watch me play, it's a Let's Play. We're playing together. We're sharing the experience of having fun playing the game and learning mechanics. I know some of you have a lot more knowledge of the game than I do, and some of you might be completely brand new. My hope is that everybody gets at least something that they didn't previously know when they watch one of these videos. And if not, that at least you had a fun time or a relaxing time or whatever you do while you're watching these things. I know you're probably not paying attention 100% of the time, but that's fine. It's good background noise, I've been told. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Whatever it is you're doing, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.